Hello friends, welcome to C Sharp Intermediate to Advanced tutorial. Now you are watching part 3 of the video C Sharp StatusStrip Control. So here in this video we will see how to add status slots to our StatusStrip control. So these slides are explained as part of the previous video. So in the previous video we discussed about the example. Now let's go to the Visual Studio and see how to add status slots. Then we will come back to this slide. So here is our Visual Studio. We will create a new project. So let me choose a location temp2. So here project name I'm giving it as a StatusStrip demo. Location we will go to temp2 directory and Windows application project. Project type Visual C++, Visual C # Windows application. All right. Now when the form is displayed, just expanding it, then we can place the StatusStrip control just by dragging and dropping it from the toolbox. So the StatusStrip control is placed here. Let us save this. To add status slots, click this arrow button and then choose edit items. That's one way, and the other way is go to properties, then click on items collection. Both will launch the same property window. So here we can start adding the status slots, and if you see, there are 4 kind of status slots which you can add. Here we are using the Visual Studio 2005 IDE, and if you are using a latest IDE 2015, 17 or 18, there is a possibility of seeing more controls here. But for our example, we are going to add status label. Let me click 3 times and let me add progress bar. Then we can add drop down and split button. So if you see here, the status bar is displaying all the controls, and when I run it at runtime, you will see all these controls here. So we call these as status slots. So there are 4 status slots. First 2 status slots are displaying toolstrip status label. The next one is displaying progress bar, and the final one is displaying spin button control. Okay, last one is toolstrip drop down button control. It has a split button also. Okay, so the most frequently used controls are status label and progress bar. All right, so this is our example, and the same way here, if you see, we added 3 status label and we named this label as slabel1, slabel2 and slabel3. So how to add this label is already explained in the sample demo Visual Studio form. So the same way here we added a 3 status label for the status strip control. Now let's go back to the slide. So just now you saw that we added 3 status label to our example. So during the form load, we access the status label directly here. If you see S label 1, so we added 3 status label to our status bar, right? So we are accessing those labels during the form load event, and we are assigning some initial text. First we are setting ideal, next we say default, after that we set 0.0 as the status information. Now we will go back to the demo and we will add this code to the form load event handler. So this is our form. To handle form load event handler, you can simply double click on the form or go to properties, click on this event, then double click here in the load. So make sure this is a system Windows form. We named this form as FRM status bar. So if you want, you can name this form, then we set a text also. All right, so I'm double clicking and we got the load event handler. So we need to set initial entries in the status label. Why? Because if I run it, you won't see here anything. Actually it has a 3 slot. Here you can see there are 3 status label in 3 slots. That's what we are going to assign now. So just right click, view code. So in the form load, we are adding the code and we are setting the text for all 3 status slots. Now if I run this, you can see the status bar is displaying information in 3 different status labels. It may not be looking nice right now, but once you apply all this, then it may look good. So just now we saw how these status labels are displayed in the status bar. That's all here in this video demo. You just now you saw it. Thank you for watching. Bye.